Today, I want to go over 3 free indicators that Scalp Radar is providing for NinjaTrader 8 users. So if you head over to scalpradar.com and check out our product section, you'll see we have featured indicators and free indicators. So we currently have 3 free indicators, which I'll be going over today. So if you head over to the download section, download them. There's no sign up, no credit card, nothing required. Just install them in your NinjaTrader 8 platform and you're good to go. So the first indicator I'll go over is the ratio chart. So the ratio chart lets you plot the ratio of 2 instruments directly on your NinjaTrader chart. So let's say you wanted to plot the ratio of QQQ versus consumer staples. So you wanted to see how tech stocks were doing relative to staples, which are generally indicators of risk on and risk off. So let's head over to the indicator button and go to Scalp Radar. And if we look for the instrument ratio, we'll select that and we'll configure it here. I'll just increase the plot width so that it shows a little better. And the first parameter I'll change here is the instrument. So this is the second instrument that you want to compare against. So we'll type in XLP, which is consumer staples, and we'll hit OK. All right. So at the bottom here, we could see we have the ratio of QQQ versus XLP. So as this line goes up, it's telling us that QQQ is outperforming XLP or consumer staples. So this is generally a good thing if you're bullish QQQ. Generally, the correlation between those two are somewhat inverse. So you want QQQ to go up while consumer staples go down because that indicates risk on sentiment in the market. So we could see here at the beginning of January, this chart tops out. So that's telling us that QQQ is no longer outperforming XLP, at least in this narrow window. And if we take a look at QQQ, we can see that we stopped making new highs. In fact, we made a lower high. And then we had sort of a large rally here back to the previous highs of December. So while this might look bullish, if we take a look at the ratio chart, we could see the ratio of QQQ to XLP did not make a new high. So you could consider this a divergence potentially, and this could indicate a potential warning signal that, hey, this move up here by QQQ is not being confirmed by consumer staples because more traders are moving to consumer staples than they have in the past. And of course, as we know, beginning of January, we had this pretty strong sell-off here. So you can use any instrument. You can compare Bitcoin to gold. You can compare any other ETFs on whatever time frame you want. I think it's a pretty handy indicator. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Let's go to the Bollinger Width indicator. So if you're familiar with Bollinger Bands are a measure of volatility. So what Bollinger Width does is it shows you the width of the Bollinger Bands plotted as a line chart on the bottom of the screen here. So if I open up the stock Bollinger indicator from Ninja, you'll see what that looks like. So here's your traditional Bollinger Bands, and you can see here as they open up, that's indicating volatility is increasing or has increased. And what this line chart at the bottom shows is it's showing us the width of those bands. So instead of reading it directly on the chart, you have sort of a historical comparison where you can say, when's the last time volatility according to the Bollinger Bands has been this high? And we could see it was around 08 of 24. So this could be a nice way to measure volatility and potential lows or highs of volatility, which could help you analyze reversals or moves back into lower or higher volatility. So we can see here, as we start to make this bounce, volatility could potentially be rolling over here, which would be a good thing for this market sell-off. Okay, let's move on to the last indicator here, and that's the high-low envelope. So the high-low envelope draws higher highs and lower lows for you based on a period which we have set at 14. So if we take a look here, it's showing us basically for every 14 days, looking backwards, what's the lowest low and the highest high. And basically that gives us this kind of envelope here of where price has been. So we could see here, for example, at this point, the lowest low, we made a low here, and we never broke this low until around here. So this could be a potential trend invalidator. So we could see, hey, maybe I'll stay in this trade until we break this red line here if I'm long, right? So this will tell us maybe up until this point, we never broke this lower bound of the envelope until around here somewhere. So this could potentially give you an indication of when a trend is breaking or continuing. And the same is true on the upside here. So those are the 3 free indicators that Scalperator is offering today. We'll have more in the future, so check back with us. And if you're interested, we have a number of featured indicators as well, like anchored VWAP, rolling VWAP, which allows you to re-anchor your VWAP to X number of days in the past, so you don't have to continually update it. I know a lot of traders like having a 2-day anchored VWAP, so this will automatically anchor for the last 2 days every trading day. We have a market levels indicator, which displays a number of parameters or indicators in one. So we have initial balance, value area, VWAP, you name it. And our featured or our most popular indicator is anchored VWAP. So this is a anchored VWAP indicator that you can point and click to re-anchor. And it's actually built as an indicator, not a drawing tool like the stock NinjaTrader chart is. So if you're interested in any of these indicators, I'll put a discount in the description below. Not sure how long it'll be valid, but if it's not valid, just shoot me a message and I'll try to make something new for you. But until the next video, I'll see you next time.